So Donald Trump and Xi at the meeting, and this will honestly change the world. So this is not just a political meeting. So this is not kind of like diplomacy. This is a collision between two superpowers fighting for the future of this planet. Donald Trump and Xi Jinping. Now, one table, one conversation, and possibly the most important meeting on the earth right now. Because behind the closed doors, they are not just talking about the trade, they're talking about the war. AI, artificial intelligence, Taiwan, oil, microchips, and who will control the next century. Right now, the entire world is watching this summit because America and China are no longer just the competitors. So they are rivals, battling for the global dominance, and the United States still control the world's strongest military and the financial system because of the petrodollar. Now, China controls the world's biggest manufacturing machine, and both countries know one terrifying truth. If they clash directly, the global economy could collapse instantly. Now, this summit is happening during one of the most dangerous moments in the modern history. AI is exploding, wars are just spreading, and the biggest war on the planet right now is Iran and the United States. Now, cyber attacks are increasing every day by day, and both countries are racing to dominate the technologies that will control the future. And the real battle also comes here with the AI and also the chips. And most people think this meeting is all about politics, but it's not. The real war is about AI also and the microchips, because whoever controls advanced AI, they could control every single thing in this century. Now, as you know, it will control the military system, financial markets, cyber warfare, surveillance, global information, and even elections. Now, here's the problem. The world's most advanced chip are made in Taiwan, a tiny island sitting directly between America and China. If China takes Taiwan, now the balance of global power changes overnight. Just overnight. So probably Taiwan may look small on the map, but it could trigger the next global war. I'm not talking about the war physically, but financially. Now, China sees Taiwan as a part of China. That's the biggest problem right here. America unofficially protects Taiwan, and both sides are increasing military pressure on each other. Now, this is why the Trump-Xi summit matters the most, because one mistake, one misunderstanding, one military incident could send the world into chaos instantly, and the markets will start crashing. So experts also fear that if tensions explode, supply chain collapse, stock market will crash, oil prices will just surge like crazy, what's happening right now, but that will be basically nothing. What will happen after this chaos will be much more dangerous, and the global economy enters a crisis bigger than 2008. So this is basically a money war. But this summit is also all about basically just money. That's what I'm calling like money war, a massive money. So America and China are economically tied together like two boxers chained at the wrist. Trump has pushed aggressive tariffs against China for years and years. His argument, China is taking American jobs and dominating the industries. Now, China says America is trying to stop its rise, especially in technology. And now the trade war has evolved into something much bigger, a fight for economic survival. But do you think this will really happen? And I think so. China will overtake America basically in everything, because China is basically dominating. They are controlling the world's manufacturing sector. And basically, if they control that, they could control the world very easily. But underneath everything, there is even a bigger fear. The global order is changing absolutely, because now a lot of countries from the BRIC nations, they consider China as the dominant power in the world. They no longer bow down to the United States. For decades, America dominated the world economy, but China's rise has created a new power center. And many countries are now trying to reduce dependence on US dollar. That's one of the worst thing happening in 2026. And this might result to a lot of things that will just collapse instantly. So this summit is really about one giant question: who controls the future of the world order? And why this meeting is so historic. Meetings like this don't happen often because when two superpowers, China and America, sit down during a period this dangerous, every word matters, every signal matters, every move matters, every body movement matters a lot. Now, markets, they react. Government react. Militaries, they react. The world reacts. Especially the markets, they become very volatile. So this is bigger than politics, bigger than a trade war. This is bigger than a headline. So this is all about preventing the 21st century from turning into a global conflict. Now, AI, military, like cities, world leaders, they all will be reacting. Everything will be very on a different side. Now, Trump and Xi Jinping are not just discussing policies right here in this meeting. They are negotiating the future balance of power on Earth. And whether the next decade becomes an era of cooperation between these two or not, or they just becomes like a confrontation. Because when America and China move, the entire world honestly shakes, especially in 2026. 20 years ago, the world was just not like this. Now the world is dramatically changing. The petrodollar is just losing its value. America is losing the dominance on the earth. And the rise of China will basically change the entire global structure. If you like the video, you can hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more and more insights like this.